Hawaii Blues fan. We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
And aloha! Oh my goodness, what happens when you are pissed off? Aloha! Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host that's on the program that is by a fan. Yes, I am a huge fan, and this is for the fans. Absolutely everything I do is for you, and it is about you, the fans. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. Hello, guys. I hope that you are as pissed off as I am. Yes, you need to be as absolutely pissed off as I am. Yes, you do. You know why you need to be as pissed off as I am? Tell me why you need to be as pissed off as I am. Absolutely, because we need this to work. We need our Blues to win today. Yes, we do. And John Thompson, thank you so much. Please share this show to all your friends. Let them know you want to watch a real PreGame show. Here it is. Live from Big A's in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, Big A. Hey, welcome, John. Let them know that the Hawaii Blues fan is bleeding blue with all of you. We are here today, and the Blues are playing on a brand new network, the Bailey Sports Network. And so far, everything I've heard has been negative. It seems like they're putting the scores in that at the bottom of the screen, blocking it out, not up at the top of the screen like it is before. So they're doing it already. I see it now. I think it's a mistake that they're putting it there, but that's just the way it goes. Hey, man, I had 20 and it dropped off. Come on, bring them on. Bring on the fans. Bring on the fans and get in the Pick'em contest. This is the BlueNote Fan Report, and we are being brought to you by Forrest Crump Enterprises. That's right. Forrest Crump has has bought a whole bunch of prizes for you for the Pick'em contest. This is your chance to get in there and do what we can do, man. Win some prizes. We're giving away a Justin Falk signed, authenticated nameplate. I'm here, sad to say, first time. Maybe it will pick the abs. Well, let's hope so, Kyle. Let's hope so, buddy. I get it. Hey, man, put it on your main pages. That's where you put it, and you tag all your Blues fans, friends, and tell them this is the real pregame show. This is the pregame show where you get a voice. Absolutely. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, man, I forgot all about Jeremy. Jeremy, you going to join me, buddy? You want to join? Let's see what I can do here real quick. I forgot Jeremy. I forgot Jeremy, man. See, I'm having a really bad day today, and that's okay. Everybody has bad days. But you know what? That's just the way it goes. That's the way it goes. You have a bad day, but you know what? You get up and you make things right. You know how you make things right? Make things right by doing what you know you need to do. And that's what I'm doing today. I could have just stayed in bed and said, screw this day. I'm not doing the show. I'm not doing anything on the website. Nope. That's not me, man. No. I can't be that. I cannot be that. So Jeremy will join us at the intermission. You just got the Hawaii Blues fan. So I want to know what you guys think about this game. It is big tonight. We're getting Barbie back. Hey, now, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah, that's right. We've got Barbie back. Oh, my goodness. This could be what we need. But they're sitting Sammy Blaze. I have an issue with that because now you're sitting some speed. That's not who we need to sit. This is a tough game. That's okay, Jeremy, man. We got your back, buddy. We know you're there for us. We'll see you tomorrow. Good practice yesterday and then screwed my back up pulling carpet. Oh, Chris. Hey, Chris, have you gotten your jersey yet? I didn't see your picture with your jersey, man. I got to see that. I can't wait. I know the guy said I might be getting one. I don't know when. They haven't passed my address, but I'm hoping. Man, this is the pregame show. Are you excited? Are you pumped? Are you ready to go? Blues, Avalanche. Yes, let's get a win tonight. Brian Tuttle, thank you so much for joining us. We need a win. We need to show. Hold on.
I can't imagine what it was like for you sitting out and watching the team play through some good but some frustrating times. What did you learn from that? What did you see from above?
It was really frustrating, I will say, but the guys did a really good job. They did battle really hard to get those points. Sometimes it was tough losses, in overtimes, but they did a great job to get those points. So that's why we're still in the playoff spot.
Ivan, you missed 18 games. What was that like during COVID, being alone and not being able to help for you?
Okay, well, that was Ivan Barbashev, just a little bit of that. Good to have him back today. Good to have you all here with us. And guess what? Guess who I have? Oh, my goodness. There he is. It is Jeremy the Fox Miller. Oh, my goodness. Buddy.
Sorry, I'm a little dark.
Oh, no, you're fine, man. But you know what, Jeremy? You're not alone today because it's the man, it's the myth, and it is the absolute amazing legend. It is a Drop Hockey Podcast, the Scott. Hey, Lance, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I've never heard that many positive attributes given to my name, but I appreciate it.
Oh, buddy,
What's up,
you know
man?
what? We've got to put all that positive energy we have today into this game. And Jeremy, you got to get your picks in, buddy. Lance, you got to get your picks in. You got to show this contest. We got to get this contest out there and going and let everybody know that this is the best pregame show out there. You're not going to find anything else like this. I absolutely love talking to you guys. Lance, I got to ask, man. I know you and me have talked a little bit about this. What do you think about the game tonight?
I think they have to play a perfect game. I think they can't make mistakes. I think it's good that Berube's finally putting Hoffman on the second line. I'm sick and tired of hearing people complain about him not producing. I just heard it on the last minute podcast. People saying that, well, maybe because Berube said he'll now play better. It's not, and that his play's nothing to do with Berube. I'm not saying Berube's at fault for all this team's issues, but Berube not playing him on the first or second line, it is Berube's fault. They knew what they were getting, and Berube acts like he's not playing to who he is. Well, if you put a scorer who needs to be set up on the third and fourth line with average to below average centers, they're not going to score. So I'm glad he's doing that.
Oh, absolutely, man. See, I'm with you there. I'm absolutely with you. And I have said it. I have been on this. This season is on Berube. I'm sorry. I'm putting it absolutely. Oh, my mic slipped on me. I'm putting it absolutely on Berube. And the reason that I'm putting it on him, and it comes down to simply this, because of the Hoffman issue, right? You know what this guy was, and you put him with guys that he was not going to succeed with. And then you're pissed. Say again?
Who's Hoffman with this on the second line?
Shin and
yeah, I know it's
Perron,
Shin.
right?
Yeah, Shin and Perron, I think.
Yeah, I just
That's-
seen it.
That's a potent line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know what else? You know, if he's going to sit somebody, I know everybody loves Zach Sanford in this town, and that's great. But sit Zach Sanford down when he makes a mistake. You know, he does score goals. Zach Sanford can look very good at times. He has flashes to where you think this guy can be a 30-goal scorer. And then he makes some dumb mistake that either leads to a good scoring chance or it leads to a goal. If you're going to set one guy, set another guy. Don't be playing favorites. This isn't a junior high and high school. And
No.
And also, guy, don't just play Hoffman tonight on the second line. And if he doesn't do well, put him back down to third. Give him some chance on the second line. And with all the issues this team's had, it's got a lot to do with injuries. It's got a lot to do with guys that come in not stepping up and playing up to their talents. It's got somewhat to do or a lot to do with Berube. And if anybody that says it doesn't have a combination of all those three is sadly mistaken. I'm not, like I said, I'm not blaming Berube totally. But when you don't put players in positions to succeed and use their strengths within their system, and you come out with statements to Darren Pang like, well, I don't want our guys taking bad angle shots. We want to wear them down, and then we're going to take our scoring opportunities. That still gets under my crawl, and nobody else in the media in St. Louis is bringing it up.
No, yeah, and it's that was a huge thing that he said there, and then they switched it the next game. They took a bunch of shots. No, so here's the lineups. It is Schwartz, O'Reilly, and Tereshchenko. And can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm not hearing myself really good.
We lost Jeremy.
Yeah, we did lose Jeremy for a second. I'm not hearing myself real good in the headphones, but that's fine. I've been adjusting my sound, so that's probably why. So you got Shin, O'Reilly, and Tereshchenko. Good, solid line. I'm great with that. Then, Schwartz, O'Reilly, Tereshchenko.
Yeah.
Okay. Hoffman, Shin, and Perron. That is a good line.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly the line that we've needed all along. And it should have been there. And then you have Sanford, Thomas, and Kyrou. I have an issue with this line, and it's what you just talked about. You're sitting the wrong guy. Yep. Blaze should not be sitting. Right? Yeah, Blaze should be in this lineup.
I would agree that Blake needs a steady stream of chances. He needs to be consistent. He can't come in for 3 or 4 games, make a mistake, and then Berube set him. And then 3 or 4 games, make a mistake, and then Berube set him for a couple games. A young guy like that needs a steady stream of play. Even if he has a bad game or two, you've got to keep putting him out there. And, if after 10 or 12 games, he's doing terrible in a row, then set him.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I'm absolutely with you there. Well, then you have Clifford, Bozak, and Barbashev. I like that line. I think that's a good checking line. I think it's an energy line. It's actually a line that should be your third line.
Yeah,
that would be a great third line, but we don't have a fourth line. We don't have that fourth line. Now, I don't know how well Clifford is on the wing, vice the center, because I know he's a natural center. But if he can play the wing too,
my dog is attacking me.
Yep, I see that. Your dog's loving you, just like we are, buddy.
Yeah,
just like we are.
In a couple days, so.
Yeah. Rob Morton says Blaze did fine in 19. Absolutely. Hey man, I've had up to almost 30 people watching, so keep sharing this, and don't forget about the pregame show. And come on, I know Brian Tuttle's watching. Brian Tuttle.
It's great that everybody's watching. And one thing I wanted to bring up before I forget, since it's before the first period. A lot of these guys in the St. Louis media, and I love 99% of them to death. I think they're great. I think they know what they're talking about, and I really love listening to them. But they keep harping back to, well, this is the same team that we had in 19. No, it's not.
Not even close.
The same team. It's definitely not the same team. Kyrou only played 29 games that season. Mikkola, he's new to the team this year and playing more. And then you've got, I can't even think. I put a list of them out the other day, but there's at least 7 or 8 guys that played decent minutes on this team that were not with this team or had a very limited role with this team in 2019. Stop expecting the exact same performance out of this team that was there at the second half of 2019. It's not the same team.
Is there any key injuries for the Avs? I seen some of it. I don't remember all of them. I know that they've got one guy that's on COVID protocol still. And they do have a couple of injuries, but I don't think they're key. They've got some good guys back. They've got one guy on suspension. McKinnon should have been suspended. He threw a helmet at a guy before a fight.
But Guy, did you see why he threw that helmet?
No, I didn't.
I don't blame McKinnon for that. The guy grabbed him around the neck and horse collared him and pulled him back, trying to take him down to the ice, and nothing was called. And then McKinnon went after him. I'm not sticking up for Colorado, but I don't blame the guy at all for what he did. Is it uncalled for? Probably, but he was pushed towards the limit. And the other guy should have been kicked out, should have been thrown out of the game for what he did.
Okay, well, that I didn't see. I just seen the helmet. So, yes, Johnson is still out. As far as I know, he's still on LTIR. He's got a pretty serious injury from what I understand.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is everybody's talking about the goalie that's playing in, Johansson, I believe his name is, for Colorado tonight.
Yeah.
And they're saying, it's time for the Blues to take advantage.
Grubauer's in. They switched that. Grubauer's in.
It?
Yes, Grubauer's in.
5-2 with an .888 save percentage, and I was thinking to myself, that's not a good combination for the Blues because the Blues tend to make bad goalies look very good.
Good, yeah. No, Grubauer's in. No, I'm looking forward to this, and this is Kevin Dixon. A lot of penalties tonight. The refs keep their whistle in the pocket. I say that's going to be determined in the first 5 minutes. If these teams play a rough and tumble game in the first 5, yeah, you're going to see whistles. But if you start seeing some, not a track meet, but some quality neutral zone play, some quality passes, some quality stuff like that. That's what I think you're going to see. I absolutely see them keep it in the pocket. Oh, we lost Jeremy. I know he's driving, and I don't want him to get into trouble.
Fine. So, and another thing to think about. You and I talked about this too. I posted that I think the Blues need to go 4-2, if not 5-1, in these next 6 games to really push for the playoffs. And they really can't go 3-3 because it doesn't gain them any points. They've got San Jose 4 points behind them, LA 4 points behind them, the Coyotes 1 point behind them. This team has to put together a 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 winning, 7-3, 8-2 out of 10 games, or they're not going to make the playoffs. And I'm not trying to be a downer, but this could be a game that could step them forward in the right direction. And like you and I have talked about, if they play their game and they play to their strengths and don't make mistakes, they can beat anybody in this league. And they're one of the best in the league when they do that. But when they don't do that, it's really bad.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And they do. Oh, okay. I just seen the play where the Coyote guy, okay, I see it now.
Yeah, you see that?
Whipped him around with his head. Okay.
I probably would have thrown my helmet at him too, or at least went after him.
Yeah. No. So I did see that now. So I'm with you. No, this is, and Richard Campbell's asking Vegas or Colorado which powerhouse will win out in the playoffs. You know what? I don't think either one of them. I don't think either one of them.
I think out of the two, I think Vegas has the better goaltending.
Okay, so they have switched. It is now Johansson tonight and Grubauer tomorrow. Earlier they had said Grubauer. So I apologize.
Earlier I was told Johansson this morning.
Yeah. So I had seen something that said Grubauer. So you know what? That's fine. Let's get this win tonight. Let's finally make a backup goalie look like crap. Let's do what we're supposed to do.
He's 0-5-2 in his last 7, and I think his save percentage is .888. So he can be beat.
Yeah. And not only that, see, this is something that I've been looking at, right? And you asked me a question today. What did I see? Because I told you I think this team can turn it around. Mm-hmm. And you said, well, I'm not with you. I don't see. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? And I said, nothing. But I'm looking at what this team is, right? I'm looking at what this team is. And this team is built to do well in the playoffs. And they're also a very veteran-laden team that needs that one thing to do this, right?
Yeah.
Tonight's that one thing. Did you see what the Avalanche posted on their Twitter today?
No, I did not. I normally check that the game day, but I haven't seen theirs.
They posted, wow, remember when we won 9-0? Think we'll do it again tonight.
No.
That right there. That's that one thing. That's the thing that puts everything in, that makes things go. And you know what? I like the fact that they're putting in a backup because they're saying we can beat your backup. You can't beat our backup.
Yeah.
First night, big game, you can't. They're not taking this as a big game. They're not. They don't see it as a big game. Let's go.
And,
Let's go.
And when a team does that, when they think they've got the other team before they even play them, it normally doesn't turn out well. I know they've been hot. They scored 14 or 15 goals, including those 9, as you said, in the last 2 games. If they keep playing that way and the Blues can't stop them, they're going to have issues these next 2 games. That, you know, I know you need to score to win, but I think if the Blues can play defensively and get some good opportunities on this goalie who's having issues, it may be a high-scoring game, but it also wouldn't shock me if it was 1-0.
Oh, no. I actually think that this is going to be one of those games where Bennington finally shows that he's ready. Right? I think Bennington has had issues. He hasn't played bad, but he's had issues. This is smart tonight, the way I really do. I'm looking at this a little different. I think this is smart tonight, the way the Blues, the fact that we were still in 4th despite not playing for almost a week and that great point, Darkness, because now all those games in hands are gone. We're evened up. We're evened up, and this is what I talked about. You had to worry about that. Well, here we are. We're at that point that I talked about. So let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing, because we're a good enough team. We are, and that's all there is said to it. I'll take our top 6 against their top 6 almost any day. Their defense is a little better. I'll give them that. But Bennington, Grubauer, who do you take? I'm taking Bennington because Bennington's proved he can win. Grubauer ain't got there yet. So when you
Grubauer doesn't have the history of playing strong, especially in any type of playoff situation. So yeah, I definitely give that edge to the Blues.
Yeah. So this, in my eyes, right now, we're still the better team. I don't care what the standing says. So you go out there and you prove it. You go into the locker room and you tell everybody we're the better team, right? We're the better team. We know it. You know it. Let's go frickin' prove it. And that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah, they have to prove it.
Right? And that's where things are. Let's just go prove it. Let's go into Denver and say, we're it. We're done. We're not going to play this game anymore. We're not going to play this. We're not going to fools anymore. We're going to come out. We're going to protect our goalie. We're going to play defense. We're going to do the things that we need to do to win. Plain and simple. All there is to it, you know, and that's where I'm at. So hey, pick'em contest. I'm sorry to jump on you, Lance, but I got to get this out. I've got 34 in. My pick isn't in yet. I will say what my pick is, and then I'll put it in. I've gone back and forth, and you know what? My head tells me the Avalanche are going to win this game. They're better. We're sucked. Screw my head. The VA doesn't think it's messed up, so it's not messed up. My heart feels that the Blues know what this means. This is one of those games where you set the tone. And you set the tone by going out and just saying, yes, we can. And you win this game 4-1. And Tarasenko gets a hat trick. So I'm taking 4-1 with Tarasenko.
That'd be nice.
That's my pick. That's my pick. And I'm gonna put that pick in right now. Right freaking now.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I can't do it. If I do it, I'll lose you.
Oh, yeah. You can wait. Yeah, as soon as we leave, you can put your pick in, bud. Right? I won't close it out right away.
All right.
So I'm putting in. Guy, I know I'm not showing it this time. Put that in. My first and last name, I am Guy. E-N-S-I-N-G. I'm Ben and sing and can't do either. I'm part of the Hawaii Blues fan clan. The Blues are going to win. They are going to score 4. Avalanche are only going to get 1. And Tarasenko is going to get me my bonus point. C-N-K-O, Tarasenko. There we go. And submit. It is in. Don't forget, please, if you need some construction done, check out Forrest Crump Enterprises. Their number is 618-201-8595. Brian Tuttle and his lovely wife will gladly help you out. Get an estimate and hire them. War Stories Hockey or War Stories Coffee. Empower a veteran and coffee on. go to War Stories Coffee on War Stories Stars and Stripe Coffee on Facebook. Order your coffee and let them know you support the Hawaii Blues Fan Show. Mike Zook Enterprises. You need shirts, you need jerseys, go see Mike. He knew how to score, and you'll score big with Mike Zook Enterprises. Well, Lance, you've been doing that for a while. How'd I do, my friend?
Pretty good. Pretty good. You got them in there, and I think everybody knows where to go now and what to do.
Right? Yeah. So let's take care of the sponsors. Let's win this game. If we win this game, I think we'll pump the team up. Which could lead to a win streak. And John Mendez, I'm with you, man. I really am. I think you're absolutely right about that. If we could get just a little bit there, we're going to get.
They really need a several game winning streak.
Beat
game and then lose one and then win one, lose two, win two. It ain't going to do them any good to do that for the rest of the season.
You beat the Avalanche twice. You beat them twice, right? Bam, you knocked those two out.
Yep.
Then you turn around and you beat the Knights. Or who do we play the Knights next, right? Yeah, you beat the Knights on Monday. Three solid games against the teams ahead of you. That's the thing. That's the thing to look at. Almost every team we play this month, with the exception of like 5 games, is teams ahead of us. 3 games maybe. All right, we got 1 against. We got 5 games. We got 2 against the Ducks, maybe 3. 2 or 3 against the Ducks. We got 1 against the Avalanche, or 1 against Phoenix or Arizona, the Coyotes. 1 against the Kings, and then everything else is the big guys. Well, they're ahead of you. That means every time you beat them, it's a 4-point game. You crunch that. You're that good. Make it happen. You're that good. Make it happen. I've been talking, and if you've been watching this show, I want you guys, everyone that's been watching this show, I want you to type in there, Guy said this was happening. Because this is what I talked about all the way back in late January, early February. Remember that? When all that COVID crap came up, I talked about how this month was going to be big and important for us. This is where I was sitting. Lance, you and me offline have talked a lot about this. This is where we had to be ready. We didn't do what we had to do there. Now we got to do it here. Plain and simple.
Yeah. And we talked about how good the Wild were playing, but in the same breath, we talked about how many games they'd missed due to COVID and how they're going to make them up and how the month of April is going to be tiring for them. They're going to be.
I don't see the Wild doing anything in the playoffs. They are going to absolutely be one. And not just the Wild, the Avalanche. The Avalanche have a bunch of games to make up. Dallas had to make up a bunch of games.
Yeah.
These teams that are playing all these tight games, it's gonna wear them out. It's gonna wear on them, and the Blues a little bit because we missed some games, but I thought it was smart. I know everybody complained about it, but it was really smart about them taking those Phoenix or Avalanche games, or not Avalanche, Coyote games, and putting them up there in the Wild and the Avalanche spots and having us play them like that. It really did set us up for success later, right? Because if we make the playoffs, we're going to be a more rested team than the teams ahead of us.
I would hope so.
Right? And that's what we got to do. So we're almost out of time. We're just about there. Get in the contest. I'm at 35. My goal is 100. So you guys got to get in this contest. Now, I will say this. We're going to look at tonight and tomorrow, about removing the Google, where you have to put in the Google. Only problem with that is you can't make changes. Once you put it in, if you go and make another entry, it's a second entry. So what will happen is if you make a second entry, your first entry is null and void. I'll delete it out, and your second entry counts. That's the only concern I have right now about removing that and making it just a tad easier, get more people playing. But getting a Google account isn't that big of a deal in my eyes, and it doesn't hurt anything. So, I mean, right? It's almost game time, guys. So, Lance, any last minute words?
No, the team needs to step up and start playing playoff hockey right now. No mistakes. It's like the old adage, if you score and don't make mistakes, you win. I know it sounds stupid, but that's the way it is.
right? It's time for Tarasenko. I mean, he's been getting better and better and better,
Yeah.
but it is absolutely time for Tarasenko to step up and score goals the way Tarasenko's supposed to score goals.
Yep.
That overtime goal where he tried to go across the side and come back over, he's almost there. He's almost there, and I say, let's go do it. So, hey, guys, this is Guy the Hawaii Blues fan, and Lance, the Drop Hockey Podcast, to Scott, saying we absolutely love you. We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go, Blues.
Go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
That's right. This is Guy the Hawaii Blues fan and Lance Scott saying aloha, mahalo. We're bleeding blue with you, and we cannot wait to see you on the intermission show.